3, 2, 1.
Llanelli Green Spaces Network!
The Llanelli Green Spaces Network project has been absolutely wonderful. It's been funded by the Local Places for Nature initiative and given lots of opportunities for people from different backgrounds and different ages to get involved. We've been doing well-being walks, which have been great, out there in nature, learning about biodiversity. We've been doing planting sessions with young people at different family centres, after school clubs. We've had opportunities for our volunteers to learn through training sessions, and we have been able to facilitate with our partners a huge biodiversity conference in Llanelli, the very first one of its kind. Join me now when we go through the film now to see what we've been doing over the last few months. And once again, thank you to Local Places for Nature and all the partners who have been involved in this wonderful project.
Hi, it's lovely to have people here today. We're going to be bulb planting, we've got all sorts of plants. This is part of our Multiply Legacy project.
A lot like the list that I sent, but lots of daffodils and crocuses and snowdrops. But yeah.
Green spaces are rare. We're blessed with a lot of it in Llanelli, and we need to take advantage of the space that we've got. If we don't do anything with it, it just becomes waste ground, covered in litter, unsightly. Projects like this enable the residents, the communities, to make Llanelli great, to make things look pretty, to encourage people to come and visit them.
The Town Council owns quite a bit of the green space area in Llanelli, in fact pretty much all of it, and it's really important to us as a tiny community council that we do have the ability really to involve the community and for the community to shape what goes on in our green spaces.
I'm sure they'd be delighted with that. I'm sure they'd be delighted.
Llanelli Green Spaces Network was a brilliant project. We do a lot for community and still is fantastic project.
Hello. Absolutely amazing.
Form, the shape of the tree. This is terrible form for this particular tree, but that's the first thing we want to look at. We want to look at the form. So when we're looking at form, we're looking at the shape. Are the branches coming out horizontally or drooping?
They're going up.
The leaves, so the round form, and the gentle veining rather than the sharp incisive veining of the sessile.
And it's an opportunity as well for the community to use the green space areas, see what we've got here also as well, and also to participate. It's good for well-being.
So I don't know, maybe you probably do have herbariums in Poland or Ukraine. Yes. You probably do, so most botanic gardens will have some.
Includes our National Nature Reserve, including our sort of fungi species, so lots of our mushrooms.
So we're delighted to see so many groups and organisations here today.
Yeah, by the autumn, our colony had grew to around 20,000 bees. Even to the First Minister of the Senate, and they loved us. Our message is simple. Everyone can make a difference to our wonderful planet. Experienced beekeepers are the National Botanic Garden, thanks to a trip organised by Paolo Piana, who is here today.
Into bee seed bombs and took some home to plant in our own gardens.
A very famous man called Albert Einstein once said, if the bees disappeared off the surface of the globe.
We made a pledge to do something about it.
In Wales and the rest of the world. We hope that this is just the start of a relationship with the biodiversity network.
So what to say now? Salt marshes can absorb carbon 40 times faster than forests. Doesn't really compare to 400 times of it with algae, but there we are. Still pretty important in absorbing carbon as well. And that's because it's really important for quite specialised and unique wildlife. Okay, that's fine.
We're just changing because we've got to get a stage, so I need it. We're going to stand. Come forward. Okay, thank you very much. Firstly, many thanks for inviting us to be part of this biodiversity conference. The children have compiled an acrostic poem today, telling the story of their experiences and how the projects have enabled them to flourish in the outdoors.
G is for the green spaces that allow people to relax and enjoy in the outdoors.
R is for recycling and reuse, kept our planet.
E is for everyone working together to create a wonderful world. A is for positive learning or experience over many years. C is for changes developed through the help of Llanelli community partnership.
D is for extending our knowledge and understanding.
S is for spending time outside in the fresh air.
Anybody else want to say something? Are you all shy? You weren't shy when we were in the garden, were you?
Conservation, education, inspiration. And like I said, it's all those things working together which makes the Botanic Garden a really nice place to be and work and to come and visit. And we work collaboratively with the Millennium Seed Bank. So the Millennium Seed Bank is based in Wakehurst, in Park Q.
To this side and to here. Just be very careful of the wires.
What is climate change? Then we watched the interactive information on our classroom climate program. At the end of each unit, there were activities to review what was learned, games, quizzes and so on.
Mae lwyfan rhyngwladol y brwyddo gweithredu ar y glan trwy defnyddio'r platfform ar-lein.
Deposit on the water. We weighed the carbon collected on each of those scales. We then subtracted the weight of each group from the total. Calculated the amount of carbon we had.
I've been very lucky of late to work with a school in Hendy. I wasn't feeling very positive. I was feeling a bit sad by all the problems we have with climate change and biodiversity. These two 9-year-old girls turned to me and said, "Don't worry, Dr. Mike, we've got it." Governments in the world continue to advance a fossil fuel driven, profit orientated economic system where nature is just the things we leave behind It's about thinking through what's my energy like, what's my transport like, what's my food like, and is there any space in my garden for nature?
So we now have flowers, we have plants, etc., which the bees in Ysgol Penrose are able to feed on also as well. So they look after the immediate area, if you can understand it, in the school, and then we've been looking after the wider area with the bees fly to ensure that they have actually got enough to forage on.
I honestly, if I give you my details, please get in touch, because I think you could come and explain at this particular event. It's going to be amazing day.
Of course, to the massive brand new building in between Llanelli and Trostre. That's what I'm talking about today. Develop the land and best utilising, but obviously nature, biodiversity at the forefront of everything that we do. If you have been at the site, or if you haven't been, we have installed new information panels.
The climate emergency and nature emergency are linked, and I think we've definitely seen that today, because all the schools that are doing something for climate change, they're also helping biodiversity, and all the action on the ground to help biodiversity is helping climate change as well.
We owe every breath and every mouthful of food or drink of water to the plant kingdom alone, let alone all the millions of other animal species that we share the planet with.
And I just think that that's a really powerful kind of change of perception. We're kind of kicking it down the road. Oh, you know, they're our future, they're going to sort it out, it's now.
The project is aimed at inspiring an aspiration for Llanelli to become a zero waste town. Okay, so
we're all responsible. It's our planet, so we have to look after it. And so that's why I do a lot of volunteering.
The aim of this will be to remove the banks, and that will allow for the water from the river to naturally recreate the floodplain.
Making opportunities for young people to gain experience and contribute to systems that can build on their career path.
Good